Hello everyone, welcome to the channel, and welcome back to another episode of Oxygen Not Included, and to a bunch of hydrogen causing me issues. Thank you, Graham, for pointing this out. I actually missed that I was out of food. Now, before we get too deep into it, I just want to say the next two episodes that we're going to be putting out, so not this one, but the next one, so 7 and 8, are probably going to be recorded back to back. So if you got extra comments you want to put in to see me take care of over 2 episodes, throw them in on this video and we'll be able to get to them in the next 2. I just want to, make sure you know as we go along here. Now, obviously, the first problem we need to deal with is our lack of food. This is quite a problem because, the mealwood, it got caught in the hydrogen probably after we opened this up. And now there's a little bit of death that we weren't anticipating. So, in order to fix that, we're just going to check one. Let's just check our wiring here. Are we okay wiring-wise? There's nothing wired over here yet. Okay. So, we're going to be stealing hydrogen from this side. And this is kind of it's not a last-ditch effort. It's just a quick-ditch effort, into blowing some hydrogen. So, we just need to set up our power system here, and the hydrogen Jenny will be made. We'll just make it out of aluminum for now, and it will be put here. And again, it's just going to be fed into, let's feed it into here. I'm just going to use, for now, aluminum for these, because it should be fine. And this wire is far superior. So anyway, we're going to do that, and we're going to set up a gas vent right into it. We need to blow it right away. So this is like top kind of emergency level priority almost, because the mealwood got caught in the hydrogen, and now we're wasting. So there's also a little bit to fix here, and I do want to talk about the pip wrenches as well. I totally understand the discussion there. The tutorial from Echo Ridge Gaming suggested that the domesticated pips only needed 3 trees. So it is possible that I need more, because maybe we've made a mistake and perhaps the tutorial from Echo Ridge Gaming used alternative numbers. I'm not actually quite sure. So we're going to figure it out today as well. That is some of the biggest plans. And then talking about where I want to put my SPOM and where I want to put my main power source. But let's get these guys to rush this through, and let's make it happen. There we go. We've got this running now. Again, like I said, it isn't perfect. I don't necessarily want to keep this here, but we need to blow through some of this hydrogen. And if wasting it is what needs to happen, we are going to waste. And of course, another option is building a gas reservoir to hold some of this hydrogen too. So, you know what? We may let's take care of that too. It was something else I didn't necessarily want to do, but you know what? That would be a very good option too. So let's get them to do this. Again, a very top priority for them to take care of for us, so that we can make this, make sure we survive as a colony. Because right now, we're looking at death. We're looking at death, and that ain't it for me. You know what I mean? Let's do this, and I made a little bit of an error there. I don't need that. Can I cut that? Perfect. Okay, and again, we'll fix this system after. This is more of an emergency sort of situation. I'd actually prefer... I know this is going to cause some stress, but I kind of need it, done now. Okay, and there we go. So we're blowing through hydrogen. This should start storing some as well now. It's going to fill up this pipe first. And, it's okay. Although I did get a little bit of oxygen. Which is not exactly what I want. But honestly, in this particular instance, it's a little bit more of an emergency than I care to take the time to resolve. So we're gonna do it that way for now. We'll fix it shortly. It'll be okay. We don't necessarily need the hydrogen running right now. We actually more or less just need to take some gas out of here, and I can resort gas reservoirs afterwards. So It's going to be okay is basically the moral of the story. Now, let's take a quick look at these bad boys here. Mr. Pip. Mr. Little Pip here. So, what's the deal here? Where's the properties? Do I need to read you in perhaps the little book, maybe? So they will eat 0.4 a cycle. So 40% of a branch a cycle, I believe. And so an arbor tree grows... I don't know. Part of me just kind of wants to take a chance. Life cycle. Harvested for lumber. Are they harvesting this, just by the way? They shouldn't be. So those, you're growing branches. So I can't exactly figure out, just by looking at the numbers, how quickly the branches grow. What I will say is I'm willing to chance it with one of the pip farms. I'm okay with that. There's also, you know, we have a pip here. There are some other pips kind of around. So given that they're not currently producing food, as long as we keep an eye on it, I think it's okay. Now, this as well. Let me just take a look at this. Okay, now it's becoming a problem. And those are still being an issue. Okay, so let's turn this off for a second. I don't want to damage this too much because that's what's about to happen. So let's just snip it. But ultimately what we're going to have to do is sort that. So I believe we've got a little sortie system here. Gas filter. Yeah, that'll work. And we can put the hydrogen directly in there. I would like this. How are you doing? Do you tell me what all is in you? There you go. Hydrogen gas, oxygen, carbon dioxide. Okay. Well, I just want hydrogen in there, so I guess I'm going to have to empty it out into another reservoir, which is fine. This did not... Let's actually keep you running. Never mind. Keep you running. Let's keep pulling hydrogen out and into there, and that'll kind of solve, again, this problem of there being a ton of hydrogen over here. Oh, I see what the other issue is. Okay. Our food should maybe be moved around here. And maybe this, actually. Let me just do this, too. Why not? Let's open that up. That can be a 9 priority. That'll solve some problems. And then you'll see here... Oh, goodness. You'll see what I'm doing here is I'm also trying to resolve the Dreck situation as well. Because what ended up happening was I didn't necessarily design this properly, so we need to just kind of widen it out a little bit and change the mechanized airlock to a pneumatic door, and it's going to be totally fine that there's hydrogen in here. We need hydrogen at the top, and that is for the scale regeneration. Now, yes, I did forget to mention that it's for scales, not for their actual living situation. They don't care to live in hydrogen. It doesn't really matter to them. But in order for them to regrow their scales, they need to live in hydrogen. So we're doing that. It's gonna happen. We're gonna be pleased about it. It's my little spiel. That's what I'm sticking to. As well, talking about liquid, you know, there was a good suggestion again from Graham in the comments about how, you know, maybe you do want to keep a little bit of water in here, which obviously I do because I want to have the pitcher pump. And you can just put the liquid vent at whatever height you want your water to be at. So in our instance, let's just stick with, you know what, maybe we'll do 4, just because 4 might be a nice height. That way we've got, you know, ample water supply. We'll put it in, and pretty well what happens is the water will stop dripping out if there's a if the water reaches that height. So we'll have somebody build that real quick, and then we'll also have some additional plumbing put in here to hook up to that, and we will hook this up here as well. So it'll all get kind of done here. Very simple stuff, very, very simple maneuver, and let's just see once that's fixed what happens. Good, and water is flowing, so we can deconstruct that liquid vent. It's no longer needed. Because, oh, hello. Polluted water is in here now. Look at us go. We finally got a little bit of polluted water going in here. And I think maybe an additional deodorizer may be in our future. Yeah, nothing's sneaking by so far, but we'll put another one in just in case. You'll see as well, I put 2 over here. And the reason for that is we're finally going to open this up because we want to increase the size of the hatch farm. And so we need to just, or the hatch ranch, sorry. So we just need to open this up. And of course, polluted oxygen is going to flow out. So, you know, it is what it is. We're making it happen. We're making it happen. Also, room size. 96 tiles. So we are good here. Right. Perfect. I was a little afraid. And these here are starting to grow again. So that's thanks to this gas pump that is absolutely destroying our little, you know, supply here. There's about, it's about 50-50 hydrogen and oxygen. So the breathability is okay. And the oxygen supply is not perfect, but it's okay. Okay, so something interesting has happened. There was a pip in here. Now it is gone. I don't know what happened to it. So it didn't lay an egg, and it just kind of vanished. That is, that's interesting. I don't love that. But I mean, I suppose here we are. So, I'll just move my little hatchling eggs over there. Is there another hatchling egg? Yeah, perfect. We'll move that over here. And we've got somebody over here making table salt. So we got, is that something I can see in here? Is salt, table salt? We do, in fact, have table salt. So I just want to put that there because that is hilarious and I love to track it. Now, a lot of mess going on here. A lot of stuff going on. I think what should be done as well is just putting that on barbecue, not because I necessarily need anything. Pickled meal, regrettably preserved in a dinner, and I'm going to go on a limb here and just assume that it isn't a better meal. It is not. It just probably spoil time 30, spoil time 8. Oh, okay, so it could be worth our while to actually do that if we are finding that food is going bad. I don't think it is. Like if I just look over at my meal lice, I mean, yeah, if we end up finding out that food's going bad, we'll replenish. So yeah, there's only polluted dirt, so that's not a big deal. Also, I can probably remove that power transformer because we're not going to use it. We're going to be building our power supply, power system on this side of the base. I've decided I didn't know how far it would go, but there we are. This map seems smaller than the other one. It seems a little bit smaller than the first one we were on. That's okay. It just threw me off a little bit that I have very little room to work with. But listen, I accept. It is what it is, you know? It is what it is. Now, okay, so we're building a triage cot, you know, fixing things up, doing things, you know, one step at a time. I'm just going to get them to finish that because I don't know why it wasn't finished. And just reviewing this, I did tell them to stop down here because they kept running down here to keep working when we had a bunch of stuff up top that was important to take care of, and they were just wasting time. Anyway, here's what I'm about to do. I'm about to do the most reckless thing we can do, which is kill people. No, we're going to be starting critter ranching, okay? It's not going to be perfect, okay? I think that's the main thing. This isn't going to be perfect. This is kind of a test to see how many pips can survive, how many domesticated pips can survive off of 3 arbor trees. You know, one thing says one thing. Listen, Echo Ridge Gaming says one thing. I don't know what the truth is. I don't know how to make it happen. But it is what it is. We're testing things out. We're testing things out a little bit. It's gonna be fine. Everything's gonna be fine. Everything's gonna be okay. Room size 96 tiles, just simply by accident. That is what I like to see here on the channel. That is what I love to see. Accidental success. And thankfully, we are taking out most of the polluted oxygen there. Some has escaped through, but that is okay. It happens. It happens. This as well, I'm happy with. We managed to clear out a fair amount of the hydrogen, but we do want to get sorting, so I stopped wasting coal, because right now we're at 2,000 coal. We were just at 3,000, so we're really eating through it, and I want to slow that down a little bit. So let's make this happen. Let's figure this one out and solve some issues, solve some problems. Okay, so we've done the main thing. We've done what we said we were going to do. We've thrown 2 pips down here, kind of part of the test, you know, and we're going to be seeing if they are, how shall I put this, going to live. They may die in here, and that's, you know, a price I'm willing to pay for the tests that we have to do in order to see how much an arbor tree grows. I suppose I could just look up this information. Maybe that's all I need to do, but people seem to be confused when I looked it up. Okay, so you can see we are down to another 1,000 coal, and I haven't gone after any coal. I haven't done anything, you know, to go get it. Now, I do believe the hatches might be providing a little bit of coal, although I haven't necessarily been feeding them. They've just been doing their own thing. But they will soon be able to, once I domesticate them, offer a little bit more in that department. I mean, I could even feed them dirt, to be honest. I don't necessarily want to do that, but I could. These guys here, now, they eat mealwood, so that's good. The dirt is mostly to feed the mealwood plants and to feed the Drecks. So that is the plan there. And, you know, eventually those will grow and everything will be fine. Are they glum or anything? They're satisfied. They're looking for food, but they're satisfied. Okay. So, we've got that kind of set up. I didn't power it, did I? No, because there's no power set up yet. Let me just fix that. Let's do that. And again, of course, we do want to begin dealing with the hydrogen. A little bit of a problem there, obviously, because of the fact that we didn't sort anything. So, you know, it is what it is. But what I'm going to do is we're going to just put in a gas filter here. And it is going to we'll just put it on the ground here. And while this isn't necessarily perfect, it will have to do. Green, nope, it should be the other way around. There we go. Okay. And we will pump the gas into here. It'll go out here. No, that's wrong again. There we go. Everything's fine, right? God. What am I doing? What am I doing? Okay, wait. Cancel this one. Okay, now we're fine. It's gonna go in here. I'm gonna come out here, and it's gonna go down there. So that's the plan. Right now, I'm just gonna snip that so that when they build it, it doesn't automatically just start doing whatever it wants. And we also got the water now pumping out of here and into there. So again, a little bit intense in the power department, but I did turn this off. So a little bit, you know, a little bit of saving grace there. But I do need to hook this up, which is going to take 120 watts in itself. So really not great hour-wise, not doing too hot there, but we're working towards it. We're working on it. We're going to be okay. We're back here with a little bit of automation overlay. So I've cut that off as suggested. I'm actually going to snip this too, so that the hydrogen Jenny is set up to its own smart battery, and it doesn't have limitations. So what we're going to do, we're going to be changing the thresholds of these. So for hydrogen, we're going to set it to a high threshold of 90, and then a low threshold of 80, and then for the coal, it's going to be the same situation except 50 on the low threshold. So when it's less than 50% charged, then we'll get a little bit of coal and it'll go through some coal. So we finally set that up a little bit. We only really need, like Graham suggested, we only really need one smart battery per power supply source type. So, you know, all the coal generators, all of the hydrogen generators, because really, I don't even think we need too many smart batteries anyway to maintain the system. Oh, hello, little Pip. Look at you, you cutie. As well, since we're, you know, we have ourselves a ranching buddy here, all of your other tasks should be pretty well eliminated, but we're just going to lower them all just in case there is some sort of emergency. We'll actually just lower you all the way. There we go. Okay. So, really and truly, who should be doing this? This should be... Take the buddy out. There's Devon. Devon, what are you doing? What are you doing? Do this. Construction. Other things. Can you go and free this friend? You're not gonna empty the... Oh, I understand. Okay, never mind. I get it. I know why. I know what the problem is. You need... Where's food? Because they count as food. They count as food. We're gonna put a critter drop off in here. What is this, by the way? Releases trap critters back into the... No. Ensures the prompt relocation of critters that exceed the maximum amount set. Very fun, very fun. But anyway, we'll get this done immediately. Actually, somebody wee-woo that. Also, we're just barely, you know, managing on the food department, okay? Which is a little concerning. I mean, we've kind of got the hydrogen sort of, kind of sorted, I guess. Oh, yeah, let me actually hook up the hydrogen now that I'm here looking at that and noticing that it's not even running. So there we go. We do have the hydrogen a little bit sorted here. And I was thinking maybe I put more food right here. I'm not sure. I don't really want to deal with the same situation that I just had. But the thing is, the hydrogen should be higher up in the base, you know? We should be moving a little bit farther upwards so that the hydrogen stays away from some of these areas. The base is not that big, and the whole bottom is all carbon dioxide. There's otherwise it's oxygen. It's really just, you know, we've actually done a decent job maintaining simplicity here. It is really, really strong on oxygen, hydrogen, and carbon dioxide, but no, nothing else really. So I'm happy there. You know, there are a few things that I am thinking about doing. For instance, let's actually rip this open so that this is no longer carbon dioxide. We'll let the carbon dioxide sink, because actually the oxyferns are what's holding it back. They're holding the carbon dioxide actually at bay, kind of, sorta. I'm sure I'm producing more than, you know, enough, but yeah, it's not really clampering up into the base any higher than that, so that's actually quite good. That's actually quite good. And that means that the so the hydrogen generator here, let's take a look. Very good. That's consuming a lot, so that's not really in use all that much. And wow. Okay, so we have a fair supply of it too for the time being. Yeah, okay, good. That gives us a little bit of time to amp up our coal supply and figure out the power situation. You know, this would actually not be a bad idea to put the SPOM over here as well, but I mean, ultimately, I'm probably just going to use this whole area for a power space. You know, there's sulfur, there's sucrose, there's a whole lot of stuff, and I think, you know, they did a really good job digging it out. It was only a 6 priority, but they were like, I want that gone. And there's our little, there's the mailbox. I can tell who that is right there, so that's fun. And we haven't found any more, we haven't actually found any more geysers or anything, so that's a little sad. I wanted more. I wanted to see more across the land, but, you know, I'll survive, I suppose. I do want the diamond that's here, and, you know, I wanna find more of these bad boys. I wanna find more of them. And I'd love to actually dig upwards, but we are a little restricted by this. I think we'll probably do some fun stuff here and sneak up either around on the right or on the left. So I've had to make a little bit of a decision here, and I'm going to be feeding the hatches dirt, and I believe that ends up making it closer to them consuming. Yeah, okay, so I don't really want to have a sage hatchling, I gotta be honest, but it's okay. They consume a lot of dirt, which is not what I want. This is kind of a temporary thing, just because I don't have sedimentary rock at the moment, and like I think there might be some on the surface. I'm not quite sure yet, because we can't get the stone hatches yet, and that's fine. But I just need to. I'm just trying to live my life here. I need a. What do I need? Pip. Pip and a pipsqueak. And now that thing can move. Yes. Can somebody take care of this little child? Devon, are you freeing the pip? Oh, thank God. Okay. I don't know why it didn't say that there was. Oh, now there's an errand. Fine. So, okay, good. Now, let's take a look down here at these fellas. So, they're tamed, they're happy. Have they consumed everything that they're supposed to consume? I don't know. We're gonna just kind of keep an eye on them. I'm a little confused as to how much these grow each day, but we'll just kind of leave it as is. I don't want to be harvesting. Oh, I don't want to be harvesting any of it. Cancel the, no harvesting. How do I make them stop? Disable harvest. I understand. There we go. Are they also harvesting over here as well? Is that why there's a bunch of lumber on the ground? Disable harvest. Okay. Shouldn't be harvesting any of that. And then this one should be enable harvest over here. Because lumber, we got 22,000 units of lumber, which could be used to make ethanol, which I'm honestly quite tempted to do. I'm very tempted to do. Also, we got another oxyfern seed, so we're going to plant that there. And hopefully continue to keep the carbon dioxide at bay. And we've opened this up, as you can see, and the carbon dioxide is going downwards. So, carbon sink looks like it's doing okay. Seems all right. Now, let's see here. Is this... Oh, okay. Oxygen is moving up. Perfect. So, let's do what we talked about before and put in a little, just a smidge more. I know, just a little more of those farming tiles. We're gonna do like that for now. And we will see how it goes. We're not gonna fill all of them, I don't think, but we might use this to move things around, because that way we could actually line up this properly, even though this one is still a problem. Your little shits down there. And I need more arbor tree seeds. That would be lovely as well. Really like that. I cannot wait for that to be done. I can't wait for it to be finished. This is ice, I'm assuming. And I would like it to be oxalite. Oxalite. There we go. And you can be a level 9 priority for filling up. Okay, see, so the liquid vent is overpressured. And now the liquid is filling into both of those. So that is lovely. And soon it'll start looping again. So, really great situation to be in. I'm very happy about it. And temperature-wise, base, having a little bit of heat coming off of this, yeah. We can actually, let's, for the time being, do what was suggested a little while ago. We'll lock it in. I think I probably only need those 2 tiles locked. And that was really, this is really the only heat issue in the whole base is actually this. And I can even go up above and lock it in a little bit better. And I may just do that, actually. Let's tell them to do it. I'm not rushed to do it. So I'll just, yeah, sure, we'll do that. And again, only a 6th level priority. Not too worried about it. So that should prevent heat transfer there. Heat is, yeah, there's a little bit of heat over here. It gets cooled down. I should probably stop that and get them to refine using a refinery instead of what I've been doing. Well, that's that. I'm going to begin the process of creating our power spine, and I think the place to do it is right down here. I'm going to build a ladder on this side. Yeah, no, it's fine. Probably through the grub fruit. I don't know. That way we're making good use of these space here. And power spine. Yeah, and then we'll just run the... That's okay. It's a little far, but it keeps it away from the base. So that's going to get set up. That'll be set up and we'll be happy. Oh, look at that. Ah, an anti-entropy thermonullifier. Exactly what we always wanted. I'm glad we've got one of those on the map as well. We love to see it. And then let's fix this. Okay, and then the suggestion for the Dreck ranch was that it should be 16 wide, 6 tall. What I think we're going to end up doing instead, unfortunately, just given the room, I don't know how exactly to deal with the slime lung quite yet. I don't really want to have them go in there. This would be, I believe it's 14, no, 12 wide would be here. 16 wide would then be 13, 14, 15, 16. So a little bit of an issue with this. I'd have to rip up quite a bit. So for now we're at 9 wide, which isn't perfect, and the room size will not be perfect for a bit, but we're gonna make it work. We're gonna figure it out. What I need to do is to do this and dig these bleach stones out right away. I don't really want to be, you know, having these issues there with the bleach stones. So what I'm also gonna do is take bleach. Oh, I haven't gotten any bleach stones, but what I want to do is throw the bleach stones in there. Where's this sun nymph egg? What are your variations? Tell me about them. What is a sun nymph? It's typical lifespan 25 cycles. Crowded Strauss. Oh God, your diet is terrible. Phosphorite. I mean, is the other one's diet also garbage? Yeah, it is. Okay, but you're eating more. You are eating significantly more. God damn. Yeah, I don't remember what exactly the deal is with them. There's something special with those ones. I don't care. Is what I've decided. Doesn't matter to me. They don't matter. So, okay. So we're dealing with pips. There's no pips making eggs. They're happy. They're tame. They're still alive for now. This tree isn't even fully grown, actually. And then there's all this wood that's sitting around. What happened over here? What happened over here? Why is there water? I'll sweep that up. And then hydrogen. How are we doing hydrogen-wise? Are we doing okay? We still have quite a bit actually in the vat. Nice. And then let's plant some wood. Plant. And let's just copy the settings to this. And we'll do all 3. What are you doing in there? Why do they do this? Why do they do this shit? They do this fucking shit all the time. How'd you even... Okay, he's fine. That is the first time I've ever used red alert, just by the way. I've used yellow alert all the time. Red, I have never used. How did you... I don't know if I knew they could jump like that down. Oh my God, they're gonna... Don't go up there. They're literally insane. They're insane. They drive me up the wall. Okay. Temperature. Crazy. They're crazy. They're literally crazy. Oh my goodness. Holy shit. The stress level that they cause me. Oh my gosh. It shakes me to my core. Now, let's get them to not ever go in there again. Please. Holy hell. Please stop. Please don't do that. I'm sure that's where they're getting their coal, though. So that's probably the problem. You're not going to go. You're going to get coal, aren't you? No, you're insulating the... Okay, Jesus Christ. Get out. Get out. Get out. Get out of there. Get out. Out now. Oh my God. Do not go back. Do not go back. Okay. Holy shit. You moron. Anyway, they're just casually trying to kill themselves. I don't know what to tell you. But we'll get this locked up so that they can stop doing that, so I don't need to deal with their shit anymore. Also, because of all that nonsense, I've now got a bunch of chlorine in here, which was really not what I wanted. Let me deal with this chlorine, the bleach stone, and bleach. There we go. Locking up the bleach stone is what I wanted to do. It's what we needed to do. We love it. Okay, we've dealt with that, thankfully. There is still, again, there's going to be chlorine in here now. Chlorine cycling through the base, because why wouldn't there be? And I think chlorine ends up filtering down, so that's okay. Water supply is looking good. Temperature is looking good. They're still crushing things. Hopefully it's just salt. It is just table salt. And table salt, we got 225 grams of table salt. That's lovely. And now on the right, we're tracking bleachstone, which I don't need to, I don't really need to track, and I would in fact really like to clear new. Yeah, let's do that. Let's clear new. Arbor acorn 0, aluminum ore is important. The algae, no longer important. Dirt, we'll have to keep an eye on. Lead, lumber, sandstone, and table salt. Yeah, let's keep an eye on those things. So, we're going to have this set up. The hydrogen, I'm hoping, soon we'll be able to maybe set up a new pump. If I set one up there, it's kind of a problem. What if I set it up over here? Let's do this. Give me a little pump over here. So we're moving where the hydrogen pump is. There is some... Oh, there's a bleach stone right there. Shit. Damn it. That's a problem. Actually, somebody go take that now. And then store it right away. It's going to be the next thing. Store it immediately, please. Pain. A pain. But that's okay. Okay, so let's talk about the fixing of this. It's still underway, all right? It's okay, it's still underway. We're gonna fix the size and stuff eventually once we figure out what we want to do with slime lung. You know, we could move it up a few notches as well. That would also solve the problem. But for now, again, we're just experimenting. We're just testing out what works, what might not work, you know, that sort of thing. But right now, we also have this new system set up, this newfangled fancy system, which should be reducing the hydrogen in the area. So hopefully all the hydrogen kind of scoots up into here. And right now, I mean, it's not doing a phenomenal job. I'm wondering, you're saying max gas pressure, probably because there is limited gas flow. That's fine. But when you get to the top of the base, there's not a whole lot of gas. Down here, it is sneaking up to 1200 now, which is not great. There's a lot of confusion because I opened this up. It's really making a bottleneck here. And I think maybe I need to open this up too, or maybe just dig all the way down here. That's probably actually a good solution. Let me do that. But there you go. There's that. We've done some work here. We're doing a little experiment with the pips. And everything's kind of, you know, moving in the right direction, I think. I think the hydrogen is also really helpful because really the only thing we're spending power on at a consistent level is the electrolyzer. And the pump, whenever the singular water pump from over here, because it's dealing with actually all of it. We have some power being used on that, and yeah, it's all feeding into itself. So it's really quite an efficient system right now. I know it's very messy. We're going to be tidying things up. We're going to be deconstructing some of these so that we can put the ladder as a straight run soon, because we've now replaced some of it. And hopefully with the new hydrogen limiter, is what I'll call it, that's going to solve some problems too, and soon we'll have oxygen down here, and we'll be able to see some progress in this area. So really, really excited. Really exciting, really happy with how it is going, and we'll be pushing our way into a power room over here very soon. So we've set ourselves up right against the wall here, and yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. So if you folks did enjoy this episode, do let me know down below. Leave some tips, hints, and suggestions down below as well. It's very helpful. And just bear in mind the next 2 episodes, so not this one, but the next 2 episodes will be recorded back to back. So if I've got ample comments, I got ample work, and it'll be great. So leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and as always, thank you for stopping by. Happy you did, and I'll see you next time.